Donato, how are you today?
Hi, I'm very good. Thank you very much.
Excellent. My name is Bill Patton, and my website is brainsports.coach. With me is Donato Compagnoli. Tell us a little bit about you, Donato.
Thank you very much, Bill, for the introduction. I still work since 2014 up to today. I still work for the Italian Tennis Federation as an advisor for technique and a few other topics and themes. And I have a startup high-tech company I'm working on incessantly 24/7. Dealing with technology applied to tennis. So it's a project based on automatic match analysis, intelligent automatic.
That's awesome. So today's topic, we're talking about balance in general. I want to leave everybody who watches this to come away with at least one action item that you can practice to improve your balance.
Balance is everything. So it starts from the bottom and it goes until the up of the body. So we can analyze, for example, the feet, the legs, how well or how bad they are positioned in the player's body. Going up, analyzing the trunk. And this, of course, contributes to balance. And the final stage of our body is, of course, the head. So everything should be related to the head, saying that if the head is upright and if the eyes are horizontal towards the ground, then of course the feet and the legs, so the lower body is working efficiently in order to guarantee the stability, the whole stability, the entire stability of the body.
Yeah.
And this should theoretically, to finish with, theoretically contribute to the stability of technique, for example, or to a sound tactics and strategy.
I really love what you said there. Not to disagree, but just to add balance, flesh out the idea. We're talking about generalities. So in general, you want to be as ideally balanced as you can be, but there are obviously going to be situations in a match where you're going to have dynamic balance, hit some off-balance shots in order to make your ball in the court. Sometimes it's those shots that are the most spectacular to watch, where a player seemingly is off balance when they hit their shot. You know, there's this ideal of the more ideally balanced you are for a shot. One thing that I ask people often is how many different ways can you balance for a tennis shot? And I let them think on that for a bit because I want them to tell me what they think it is. How many different ways are there to ideally balance? They are usually stumped, but they know it's a small number, so they will often say one. And I say, well, that's not exactly true. And so what I'm trying to do right now is kind of create some curiosity about, well, how many is it and why is that? After we've kind of gone through this agonizing moments of discussing balance and that there might be more than one way to do it, well, what are they? And a funny thing happens. People generally guess that the answer is 3, but they don't know why. So then I explain to them, well, there's balancing on the front foot, and there's balancing in your core in between your 2 feet, you know, where you're rotating in your core, and there's balancing on your back foot. And you see this, you know, being used at the top levels of the game. Players are looking as often as possible to get balanced on their front foot because that's going to be that, you know, 1 in 20 shots where you're going to be fully offensive in your shot. 70 to 95% of your shots are going to be in this sort of this neutral, balanced in between both feet, rotating from your core. But then when the opponent hits something into a deep corner and you have to move diagonally backwards and rotate off of your back foot to hit a really high arcing ball back, then, you know, that's something that a lot of coaches used to criticize. They used to say, you're hitting off your back foot. Don't hit off of your back foot. In the right situation, it's actually the expert thing to do. What do you have more on that, or do you want to switch to a different topic.
No, I just wanted to add that was, Bill, a very good point, because you pointed out that there are three main ways for you as a player to guarantee stability and balance to your body. So tennis is a fantastic sport because it's based on interaction. So either you play 1 against 1 or 2 against 2. So, of course, the main goal is to win matches, especially at top levels. But there is another game inside the game, which is I want to put my opponent in some certain instability. And of course, we can differentiate between static balance and dynamic balance. And of course, tennis is based on making my opponent run, for example, or to create instability. So it depends on the player that I have to face, that I have to play against.